Well, now to the country's most powerful political couple, Bill and Hillary Clinton, back in the spotlight in a big way this past week when a top Republican strategist raised questions about Hillary Clinton's health if she runs for president in 2016. It was the former president who fired back. And ABC's Jeff Zeleny has more from the White House. Things are heating up early, Jeff.
They are, Bianna. Good morning. Now, President Obama has more than 2.5 years left in office. That's 977 days to be exact. But increasingly, it's Bill and Hillary Clinton who are dominating the headlines in a way we haven't seen in a while. The Clintons are everywhere. The biggest tag team in politics. There's Hillary defending Bill.
My husband gave a lecture at Georgetown recently where he walked through the numbers. Yes, a rising tide really did lift all boats.
And Bill defending Hillary.
Now they say she's really got brain damage.
You think they're just trying
to? If she does, then I must be in really tough shape because she's still quicker than I am.
In the past week alone, the Clintons made 14 public appearances, in speeches, at museum openings, and even squeezing in time for the extended family, campaigning for Chelsea's mother-in-law, who's running for Congress in Pennsylvania. Barely a day passing by when they weren't making headlines.
Hi, everybody.
Sometimes more than President Obama. So is all this a prelude to a 2016 presidential run? She played coy in Barbara Walters' farewell appearance on The View.
The question I want to ask is how you're going to run, but...
Well, I am running around the park.
Republicans are following every word and striking back on how Secretary of State Hillary Clinton handled the attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya, and even raising questions about her health.
She had a serious health episode. This will be an issue in the 2016 race, whether she likes it or not.
Of course, we still don't know if she's running for anything. She likely won't make that decision until the end of the year. Now, the questions surrounding Hillary Clinton's plans will only intensify when her book is released next month, but Republicans have something else in mind. That special congressional committee investigating the Benghazi attacks will get underway this summer, with her role as Secretary of State back in the spotlight. Bianna?
Still so much scrutiny there, Jeff, but 14 public appearances in 1 week for the couple. The Clintons are one of the big stories our George Stephanopoulos will be talking about this morning on This Week, and George joins us now. So, George, everyone from the right, the center, the left is talking about Hillary. I was struck by Gail Collins, what she wrote in yesterday's New York Times op-ed. Hillary wants to be president so that people will stop talking about her. Is this kind of buzz
following the Obama model, right, exactly.
Right.
Well, you know, listen, the Clintons are catnip for the media. There's no question about that. And part of the reason they're getting so much attention right now is because Washington is paralyzed as well. Not a lot of news coming out of there, but there's a little bit more going on. Number one, Karl Rove and his questions about Hillary Clinton's age and health. The Republicans know that she's unlikely to have significant opposition to the Democratic Party, so they have to start their campaign early and in some ways try to make her old news by the time 2016 comes around. And the Clintons had to respond forcefully to this one, because this is, you know, these questions about age and health always come up in presidential campaigns. They can be serious questions. They know they have to rebut this with real force, and that's what they did.
And yet there's so much speculation about fresh faces. What is your take on Julian Castro joining the administration? Is he someone to watch for 2016?
Second time he's been asked by President Obama to join the cabinet. He turned down the chance to be transportation secretary. Apparently decided it was a good idea now. Very good chance that he would be, especially if Hillary Clinton got the nomination, on the short list for vice president. No question about it. Now, it's hard for Democrats to win Texas, but to have an Hispanic on the ticket in 2016, when the Republican Party and all their troubles over immigration have had trouble with Hispanics, could be quite powerful.
And he is from Texas, and he'd be 42, very young at the time.
Yep.
All right, will be interesting, George. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
And George will have much more on this topic coming up later on ABC's This Week.